Howdy, everybody. This is Kentucky Ranger, and here's my mama.
Hi, everybody.
Sheree, she's sitting over here.
Hello.
This is the lucky 13. You know, this is the 13th
Oh my
episode.
goodness.
Yeah. Ooh, 13.
Just so it's not Friday.
No, it ain't Friday. But I don't know. I always liked the number 13. I don't know why. It's sort of my favorite number. I have no earthly idea why.
Must mean something.
I have no idea.
Something
I
in the
think in
past.
ancient times, number 13 was actually a lucky number. It was. I don't know when it started turning into an unlucky number, but
I don't know.
anyhow, I digress.
So
we left
where
off
did we leave off?
your music career.
They were playing with Ron and Anton and
Right.
Ralph, and they had met. They had started getting their stuff at Progressive Music. And they'd met Carl Penman.
Carl Penman. Mr. Porsche. Every time we go there, I beg him, I want to go out and see his Porsche. He had some fancy cars.
That family actually was the founders at Penman Playground Equipment.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. And, he's a nice guy.
Oh yeah.
He was always nice
people.
to us.
I tried to get a job as an electronic technician in there, and the guy that was working in the back, he was kind of a jerk. Spent all day there, and he kept throwing all this junk that he knew was unfixable. And, but anyway, we're not talking about that.
This is not venting time.
That's right. This isn't the venting show. That's
Right.
another show I'm gonna have to start.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have already started the Ranger's Rants. I did the one with the drive-through at McDonald's.
Yeah.
yeah.
This ain't Ranger Rants, so
Right.
we're not ranting. We're talking to Mama. So you all, you got well established there in Utah.
Quite a bit.
You played at the University of Utah. We got some recordings of that. I might throw a few little snippets in here or there. And
Well, that's what we were talking about. About the cork room and about me and you running amok.
yeah, running amok and
Yes.
breaking the elevator.
That
I don't
was
think
funny.
we broke it. I think the maintenance guy, he could hear it running all, and he knew that we were goofing. And I think he turned it off.
That's a possibility.
But you remember the problem is that cork room was on like the third or fourth floor, and y'all needed that elevator to tote the sound equipment up.
Right.
Well, thank God the elevator wouldn't work. You had to carry it down 3 flights of stairs to get it back out. At least you didn't have to carry it up the stairs.
Right. It worked out all right.
Plus, I think it was back when y'all, because the first sound system he got was a little thing. It wasn't very big.
It was small. It didn't
Yeah.
even have monitors.
Yeah, it wasn't much of nothing.
I don't even know. Did they even make monitors back then?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they sure did, because I remember those.
Everybody I ever knew, I guess there's 2 porta forum. Everybody I knew played without monitors back in the day.
Oh, it's horrible. How in the world anybody, and of course people watching this, if you've never played music on a stage, you have no idea if there's no monitors and you can't hear yourself.
It's horrible.
And a lot of people think, oh my God, it's so loud, them big old speakers out there in the audience. But what happens is it's like this odd, I know they got a name for it, but where the sound's being pushed by them speakers out to the audience, up on the stage, it's hard to hear. You can't hear yourself.
They sound like you're in a drum or something.
And, well, another thing that it causes is you're hearing the reflected sound off of wherever that's come bouncing back at you. So like you said, there's a delay, messes with your timing, and you're trying to sing, and it's horrible.
Yeah, it is. It's
But,
bad.
So anyway, that's why when you're at a concert, you see them great big speakers sitting on the stage pointing at the people playing. Those are called monitors. And I think nowadays they use earphone things.
They do.
They've sort of done away with the monitor thing because another problem with monitors is feedback.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat when I seen that.
What's that?
The ear monitors.
Yeah, Lord God,
Those are
what they
nice.
cost.
I've never used one, but they're nice. I've been told.
Yeah, because you hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
What you're hearing is what's coming out of the mixing board.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pure sound. It's
Right.
and yeah, if you got a sound technician don't know what they're doing, Lord have mercy,
It can kill you,
Lord
couldn't it?
have mercy.
Anyway, they played with Ron and Anton for about 3 years, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Then they played with Dave Love and Jan Erickson for a while. And then Mark Anger came along in 1975.
Yeah, Mark, he's a character.
Yeah.
The Lord have
Awesome
mercy.
banjo player, though.
Oh,
He
God,
just
he
got
played
out of
banjo.
the Navy, didn't he?
He had just got out of the Navy.
Yeah, just got out of the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's when Dad went and bought that big, humongous sound system.
Well, see, we lived
no,
on
that
Lot
was just,
Drive.
yeah,
then.
that was the big one was when them and Ron and Anton was playing.
No, they had a really big one over on Up Drive that they sold to the Smith brothers when he quit.
Well, yeah, he sold that one, and then he went and used that, I guess, to put a down payment on the other one, which was another big, ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got rid of them big acoustic speakers, and he bought PV. They were, I tell you what, for their size, you'd look at them and think, well, them's little bitty things. But my God, the things pumped volume.
Isn't that what he was using when they played at that jazz festival that one weekend? Yeah.
But what was cool about them, first of all, they weighed about half of what them big old acoustic speakers. You remember they sit up on tripods.
Yes, I remember that.
And I'll never forget, because I'm a techno geek. The speakers that were inside, it was a PV. PV had just invented. They were called Black Widow speakers, loudspeakers. The speaker inside the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
They're called Black Widows. Lord have mercy. I seen a demonstration one time over there at Carl's, representative from PV, and he took one of them Black Widow speakers and plugged it into the wall out.
Really?
Of course, it's like it's 60 hertz to it, but I did the mathematics to figure it out, and I can't remember. It was like crazy the wattage that it was pumping, because I thought, well, being an electronics person, I was like, yeah, okay, but you got to get into Ohm's law and stuff, figure out just how much power. And I thought, well, it's pretty impressive. You just plug it into the wall outlet and they can handle it. But Lord, here I'd say I'm getting into the technical stuff. That's another show.
Oh, I think we even brought up Eugene Jeleznik and all that stuff last
yeah,
time.
he was on Eugene Jeleznik, and they got.
When did we start playing at the Painted Word?
Oh, that was back when I was playing with you.
Yeah.
That was way up
well,
in
we'll
the
probably
80s.
get into that, because
Yeah.
we'll have enough time. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
See, it's been so many years ago, and,
yeah, and I'm
and
starting.
I'm old,
I'm
and I can't remember.
Well, you're old and you're elderly, and we're getting me and Sheree getting old. But there's certain things that I'm remembering, like the Cork Room, like you said, the Painted Word, and what was that one goofy?
And,
What was that one little goofy little yuppie bar? It was
What was that?
way downtown. It was
Oh, the hole in the wall.
well, now that was a real.
That was a
Lord
dive
have
and a
mercy,
half.
That was a dive bar. No, this was a yuppie place.
The
Y'all
mother-
played.
The Mother Lode?
Oh,
Is
what
it-
was that called? You remember it was like in the corner of an old storage warehouse. I mean, downtown. It was where the hobos hung out.
Oh, the Railroad Exchange.
Railroad Exchange.
Oh,
I wonder if that place
yeah.
is still there.
I doubt it.
Lord
Is that
have
the one
mercy.
where the hippie guy ran it?
Yeah. But if you
Oh,
remember,
okay.
you all started playing there, and it started getting popular. And Lord, the next thing, they was like Well, we went to see Leon Redbone there, and there's quite a few.
No, that wasn't at the
That
railroad
was that
exchange.
private club.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you all played there when it first.
No, we never played
No, I never
there.
played at that club.
That was a club.
That's that club where I took you for your 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm getting it goofed up. Yeah. Well, the railroad exchange still. It was.
Yeah.
They had cordoned off a piece of a warehouse, and the reason it was called Railroad Exchange, it was right across from the railroad depot where all the tracks, whatever they call that.
They had some colorful places back then. Remember Mama Eddie's or something like that? It was a hippie restaurant you all used to go to
Yeah.
when you'd
And then,
get done playing.
Over
It's
there at the
complete hippie
Trolley
place.
Square, that sandwich shop.
Oh, I
What was
love
the name of
that.
that?
It was.
Oh, it was a mess setting that sound equipment up because it was so small.
Oh, it was. That's one of the
It was
smallest
so
stages
cool.
ever.
Oh my
was.
God, they had the best sandwiches.
Yeah, they
Oh my
did.
God, they were good.
Now the hippies run that.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of it.
They turned that into a
But now there's a picture you
micro
all.
brewery
Yeah,
place.
there's a picture y'all standing out in front of it. So I'll get
Yeah.
that and it'll be up the corner.
Oh, I forgot about that picture.
But
Now that was the deli. That was downstairs. There was a hippie woman that run that.
well, yeah, but that's the one that you all played at.
Yeah, we played at the deli, but I think they also played. I wasn't playing with them, but they played at that place upstairs too.
Probably. Lord
If y'all
have
hear
mercy.
something, I don't know what the neighbors are doing out there.
Oh, they're
Somebody
acting good.
drove the car
Yeah,
in the
they're
ditch.
stuck or there's something's
Yeah.
going on. They're crazy. But yeah, just some of the. Well, I'll tell you another place that y'all used to play. Not on a regular basis, but you played there pretty often. Oh, I know why. It was they used to have little bluegrass festival. You remember Saratoga?
Yeah,
Out in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
there's a picture of them somewhere on that stage there.
But
Don't break bad,
yeah,
Jimbo.
you all played there quite a few times. In fact, there was a few times that you set the sound equipment up. Jimbo, be quiet.
Isn't that also out where we used to take you swimming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. They had like a little amusement park, and
Mm-hmm.
their big claim to fame, what it was, is the swimming pool. It was fed by a natural
Oh,
underwater geyser thingy, whatever they call it.
Forgot about
it
that.
was naturally heated.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we used to go swimming and stuff, but I think it's closed now. I think they shut that down a long time ago
Well.
for some reason.
that's that place you was with me, and I almost got sucked out of that ride. Remember that?
Well, it's the one that one girl did.
Yeah,
She
later
got
that
thrown
day.
off of it.
That same ride.
Yeah.
That same day.
Yeah,
Wasn't no
they toted
seatbelt
her-
in
They
it.
toted her to the hospital. It was one of them diddly whackers where you're spinning around and the floor drops out, and and you're stuck up against the wall
Yeah.
of the thing or
I
something.
was
That's
screaming,
dangerous.
trying to get them to stop,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't stop it, and I
I
almost
wouldn't
got
ride
sucked.
it. I'm smart. I wouldn't ride it. I was like, I ain't getting on that thing.
It's a
Yeah,
good thing
they
you
could
did.
have it.
But yeah, there was Saratoga, and then we talked about the well, mine just completely Pioneer Village,
Yeah.
which it's in Lagoon now, but it wasn't. I can't remember what town that was in.
Where?
Pioneer Village, where it was at.
Oh, originally?
before they moved it.
I never did know.
Was it
I
Ogden?
No, I googled it trying to figure it out, and I couldn't find anything.
I mean,
on
I
it.
was there, but as a kid, you don't drive. You don't know
Yeah.
where you're at.
Oh, it was a long time ago.
And I sure don't remember.
But anyway, we y'all did some recording. I guess we can listen to a couple of your songs if you want.
It's up to you. I don't
Yeah.
care.
So, yeah, Sheree, get over there and cue the whatchamacallit thingy.
Tell me when you're ready.
Well, the first one. Do you want to do the funny one, or do you want to do?
I don't care.
What? I'll break out.
Yeah. She did a song called "I'll Break Out." I don't know who wrote that. Who wrote that song?
It's an old
It's an old traditional song.
traditional. Yeah.
But
Goes way, way back.
anyway, yeah, just start it up and we'll listen to it. That way, y'all get an idea what they sounded like back in the day. Can't get her to sing. Yeah, turn it up a little bit. Yeah.
Slowly the long days turns to night, and soon there's for just a crazy smile, and make myself make a plan to be at home with you tonight. These walls and bars can hold a dreaming man, so I'll be home to touch the baby's head. They can chain my body, but not my mind. So I'll break out again tonight. The word thinks I'm in for life. All he ever sees me wear is stripes. He don't know about my blue dress and my shoes that I wear each night when I'm with you. These walls and bars can hold a dream of me, so I'll be home to touch the baby's head. They can chain my body, not my mind. So I'll break out again tonight. So I'll break out again tonight.
Sing it, Mama, sing it.
Now that one was recorded mid '80s when I was playing with them.
86,
Yes.
I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, about '86. About the time we went to Canada, I
And
think.
it was also
Yeah.
recorded in the basement. I was sitting down there with a soundboard and a
Right.
little reel tape recorder.
You really did a super job on
It didn't sound too
recording.
bad.
Uh-uh.
It would sound a lot better if I'd have had a multi-track recorder where I could have
Yeah.
went back and fiddled with the levels. But
That
Oh
was
man,
just
I
a
wish
reel
that
to
we'd
reel.
have had the resources now, then, that you have
oh
now
Lord, have
to
mercy.
record.
But
That would have been awesome.
I tell you, it was surprising.
That's Cherie playing the bass on there.
Yeah, it's Shree playing the bass,
Mhm.
and I'm on the soundboard.
Mhm.
But
It was almost a family affair.
well, you remember that
Really?
down the basement, I had a dark room set up, and I went and bought some carpet foam and stapled it to the ceiling and the walls. I
Yeah.
made a sound room out of it. Plus, it would also help because it was dark gray, and it helped with the dark room part.
Right.
But hey, it worked out. It didn't sound too awful bad.
You're one
It sounded
talented
good.
person.
But, well, the thing about it is, what you're hearing, it's not a mix down. That happened. I had to get the levels just right, and then it was one take, and that was it.
That was it.
There was no going back and fiddling around. I got the bass a little too hot, but hey, I think it sounds pretty good.
It does. It sounds good.
But oh, and another thing, even though it's old recording, you guys, I uploaded it to what's it called, Bandcamp.
Oh yeah, band camp.
BAND, camp. Band, like playing in a band. I thought it was kind of cool. So anyway, if y'all want to check it out, the link's going to be at the bottom of the thingy here. The
video.
My mind's going the not
Website.
the comments, but the what you call it, do-jigger down there at the bottom that tells you what's going on. Yeah, I'll have a link to that. Y'all want to listen to the clips, and I don't know what it is. I think you can download it for $1 or something like that. But hey, y'all check it out. Check all the different songs. There's about 14 or 15 songs on there. There's quite a few songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he recorded that, and y'all was taking off pretty good there. Lord, we went up to Canada, and it's about the time y'all started that bluegrass. What was it called? Utah Bluegrass
The
Music
Utah
Association?
Bluegrass Music Association. And
UBMA or
Mom started that.
She started it.
I took her around.
I've got
She
the
found
papers
out-
to prove it too.
That's right.
She found out where all she needed to go to get it all set up. And I'll never forget
It was
taking her around all those
hard
places.
work.
But we worked on the newsletter together.
I
She got
remember.
all
I
them
don't think it
jobs.
was monthly. It was quarterly, wasn't it?
Monthly.
It
Was
was
it
monthly
monthly?
for a while.
Lord have mercy. I
Well, your
remember.
dad's did the magazine at first before he turned it over
Yeah,
to
he
Jim
did.
Majors.
Yeah, he did like the articles and stuff.
Mom was
Whatnot's
getting
in there.
big name bluegrass bands to come in there for the door.
Mhm.
They were wanting
Oh yeah.
They were wanting hundreds of dollars, and she
We
said, "Look,
even,
nobody out
had
here
to-
knows who you are."
Yeah, they don't know who you are out here, but I guarantee you,
The
you're
Osborne
gonna-
brothers, I got them.
Yeah,
And
played for the door. What that means is they.
Jim and Jesse came out.
Yeah, they of course, musicians out there knows what we're talking about. I'm sure Catfish Jones, if you're watching this, you know what the door means. Is you don't pay them like, oh, I want $10,000 to come. You get paid whatever. If they're charging like $2 a piece to get in,
That's what
you
accept.
get. So if 100 people show up, that's $200.
Larry Sparks come out.
Larry
Yeah.
Sparks,
The Bluegrass Cardinals.
Bluegrass Card,
Right.
a lot. There were a lot of big names in the bluegrass circles.
Of course,
I mean,
now I had nothing to do with like Bill Monroe coming out. And,
no, but that's
Those
a
other
really cool
people,
story that
yeah.
the one time that he came in, did a concert, he came to the house afterwards.
Ron
had a chance.
brought-
Yeah,
Ron brought him.
Yeah, Ron brought him. Said, hey, y'all,
yeah.
I want to introduce you to a buddy of mine. Here comes Bill Monroe.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I about chickened out, wasn't gonna go down and play. And Dad talked me into it. I'm like, I don't want to play the bass in front of Bill Monroe.
Oh, Lord, I tell you. And that's the one time I didn't have any film. I was freaking. I was like, the one time.
Is that why there was no pictures?
Yeah, I didn't have no film. And I was broke as a church mouse. Plus, it was late at night.
Yeah.
And Lord have
He
mercy.
didn't tell us beforehand.
No, had no idea.
We were
that he was coming.
downstairs rehersing.
When
Yeah,
Bill
you know.
Monroe told me he thought I was a good bass player, I was on cloud 9 for weeks.
Lord, yeah. Oh, he loved Skipper, our little dog Skipper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was something. He stayed for about an hour.
It was
Longer
right
than that, I
after that I started putting that bluegrass
Yeah,
association together.
put that the association and the monthly newsletter. And I remember I used to help you because you had to go out and manually write down everybody's address, and because back then computer technology and stuff like that, forget it.
Well,
So
when I gave it up, I had over 300 subscribers.
yeah, and what you had to do is you had to go down with the mailing labels
Yeah,
and a typewriter and sit there and type each one out.
yeah.
And
Every
that's
month-
back
every
Well,
month.
your dad done that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
every month
Yeah.
you had to do that. It's
Yeah.
Think about that. 300 addresses that he had to sit there and type.
Mhm.
and then you toted them to the post office and had to mail them out. In
We
bulk
licked
mail.
so many stamps.
No, she did the bulk thing. Because,
Not at
That's
first.
the
well, no, because they said you had to have so many before they allowed the bulk.
right.
Yeah.
But that happened pretty quick.
Mhm.
I think it was maybe the second or third month. Lord have mercy. I remember big old boxes we had towed into the post office to get them.
Mhm.
People loved it.
Yeah, I'll have a picture of it up here, the front cover. But yeah, it's still going. They changed
It
the name
is.
of
They
it.
I'm
changed
not
the
for sure
name.
what it's called now, but
Wasatch.
Marie Reeves was the founder of the Utah Bluegrass
Yeah.
Music Association, which is still a music association, but I mean, it's never stopped.
Yeah, they changed the name. They
You know,
swapped it around a little bit.
They changed
Yeah.
the venues and the
Yeah,
name and
but it's
everything,
still- it's
but
the same.
basically its roots come from when
Yeah,
she started
it.
back
It was
in
it was her
86.
idea.
Yeah, I was proud of that.
Was that 86?
But
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
85
I'll never
or
forget,
86.
every month he had to sit down there in the basement and the old
That
old
was a
typewriter.
lot of work.
Because
Yeah.
another, everybody would be like, why didn't he put it on a zip drive? Why didn't he put it on a thumb drive, a memory card? They didn't have that
They didn't
stuff
have
back then.
We didn't have a computer.
No. Well, the first computer we had was a Commodore VIC-20.
I didn't even have
And
a
I
CD
tried
player
and I
back
talked
then.
and I talked and I finally was like, Dad, we can do this. And you save them addresses on a cassette tape drive. I mean, that's just how far we've come with technology. So he finally gave in. You remember, bought a printer. There was a dot matrix printer. And no, wait a minute, it was a daisy wheel printer. Well, anyway, whatever it was, hooked it up to the computer, got it all set up and everything. And I showed him how to do the list for his address labels. So hit print. I was like, oh, this is going to be really cool. And the printer lit up and took about 5 minutes for one label. And he's like, my God, he says, I could have had about 10 of them done by now.
Oh, I tell you.
And it actually, because I was an electronics dude, and I was like, I looked and tried to figure, because we didn't have internet back then. You couldn't say, hey, Google, hey, Siri,
No.
Yeah.
why ain't this printer printing any faster? Well, the reason it wasn't is because it was a VIC-20 and there was hardly any. It was actually, for that time, printing pretty fast, which wasn't it. So we boxed all the crap up and took it back. You remember, he's like, I can't believe I spent all this money on this junk. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. We took it, but they give us our money back. I think you talked to them.
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
You know, we were still using LPs back then.
Yeah, LP records.
CDs had just come out,
Barely.
but they barely, yeah.
I mean, that was.
And we were still using LPs.
But yeah, before we close out on this, let's.
You want this other song?
Yeah, this one they got into a little bit more modern sound.
Now this one goes back to the 70s, I think. I wasn't playing with them back then when they got into this stuff.
Yeah, but it was a strange time. I can't remember who was playing the bass. You were playing the bass. I think you were learning.
No, I didn't
At the
start
time.
playing till 82.
But this was when they called themselves, what was it? The Obadiah Outlaw Organic
Something like
band.
I don't remember.
So this has to be the late 70s.
That's when he got the electric guitar and anyway, I love this song. And we're going to play it for you.
This
That's
is
another one. I got this album up on at Bandcamp too. So if you want to, because actually it's a pretty good album. It really sounds pretty good. We sit here and listen the other night when I was running the
Yeah,
reel-to-reel.
Did you see the look on Anna's face? Grandma singing this
Yeah,
song.
Grandma singing this song. What
She
it is,
couldn't believe it.
It's a Willie Nelson song. Anyway, what's the song called?
Take back the weed, take back the
I
cocaine.
don't know the name of the song.
I don't either.
Anyway, cue it up. So there's people
Oh,
out
it's
there.
called I Can Get Off on You.
I Can Get Off on You.
Yeah,
That's what
that
it
was
was.
it.
Anyhow, yeah, cute. Yeah, Anna, She about had a cow. She's laughing so hard. She recorded a clip and sent it to one of her friends, and they're like, "Ooh, awesome!"
What you don't understand, Grandma's like in her 40s when she did this song.
Yeah, she didn't want to do it. Dad just sort of, come on.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta listen to it. Then we'll close this out because we're getting close.
You ready?
So yeah, go ahead.
Take back the weed, take back the cocaine, baby. Take back the pills, take back the whiskey too. I don't need it now, your love was all I was after. I'll make it now, 'cause I can get off on you. I can get by on a little less than that all, yeah. And I can get high just thinking of you, that's all. So take back the weed, take back the cocaine, baby. Take back the pills, take back the whiskey too. Don't need it now, your love was all I was after. I'll make it now, 'cause I can get off on you.
It must have been Dana.
Yeah.
Take back the weed, take back the cocaine, baby. Take back the pills, take back the whiskey too. Don't need it now, your love was all I was after. I'll make it now, 'cause I can get off on you. Could have thought I'd ever decide for myself. I'm working it out and mellowing out on you. So take back the weed, take back the cocaine, baby. Take back the pills, take back the whiskey too. Don't need it now, your love was all I was after. I'll make it now, 'cause I can get off on you.
Cha-cha-cha. So anyway, we're gonna
I
end
want
right there.
everybody to know I never took dope or nothing.
No, but you did make there was a time there. It was about the time now where you got into making not wine. What was it that you were making?
Yeah, it was wine.
Well, yeah, you did the wine thing.
It was actually brandy, I
brandy.
think.
That's what you
yeah.
were making. And Lord have mercy.
That was some potent stuff, too.
Lord. Boy, but it was popular with the hippies.
Yeah, they loved it.
Marie's coming over for a jam session. Woohoo! Oh, what was his name? Woody and
Woody Whitney?
was it Woody the hippie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Woody was one of them.
Yeah, real nice guy. What was his wife's name? She was so nice.
Patty.
Huh?
Patty.
Patty.
Then there was Michael Brooks and Jana.
Jana. Oh, Jana. She's a sweetheart. Don't know what happened to any of them.
They're still, well, Jana plays music with Mark.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, she plays the bass.
Yeah, it was. That was an odd time. I had the drums, and y'all kind of went just to the right of bluegrass. It was a little funny, but it sounded good. I mean,
That didn't last long, though.
no, what it was kind of a fad thing back then. People were getting into this odd stuff like that. But yeah, like you say, it didn't last too awful long, but it was kind of fun.
Me and Donald we weren't old enough to get in the bars. But they had this one, they'd served food, and they let me and Donald in there. And Donald was playing foosball, and how was that?
No, it was pinball. You're thinking about Muldoon's. I used to play the hippies pinball machines.
I thought that was the mother load.
Was the mother? Yeah, maybe you're right. It's mother load.
How was that? For jelly donuts.
Yeah, for jelly donuts.
You would win.
But what it was is it was not a
budget.
pinball machine like most people think. It was an old machine, and it's one of the things. Now that's an interesting story about pinball machines. Is originally they outlawed them because they were sort of a gambling machine. So for the longest time, I think they made a movie about that. Or who was it? Somebody pushed for the legalization to bring pinball machines back. I know it sounds crazy, but they didn't come back till like the 70s.
Muldoon's was W.C. Fields' movie.
Yeah, that's right.
The Fatal Glass of Beer.
Yeah, they
And the
played the old.
Peanuts.
Yeah, well, at one time, Anton and who was Anton
Ron?
and Ron got snowed in up there. And the guy that owned the bar, he let him stay there, sleep and stuff. You know, he come back next day or two or something, because it was a horrible blizzard. He got mad because they ate all of his peanuts and pickles.
His beef jerky.
Beef jerky, ate it
Drunk all the beer.
Yeah, drank a bunch of beer. He's like, God almighty.
They had a whoopee time.
Yeah, they had a real good time getting snowed in up there. But,
Mom and Dad just barely made it down Parley's Canyon before they closed
God,
it.
I'll never forget that. See, we was over at somebody's
I
house.
think we slid down.
I was by myself. You was at
Basically, yeah, we slid down.
yeah, you was at the neighbors, and I was at the house by myself.
Yeah, we slid down Parley's Canyon. I don't know how in the world we made it. But anyhow, we'll end it there, and we'll pick back up later on the next one. But now y'all have heard, and like I said, I'll have the link to both albums for the Bandcamp. I think it's bandcamp.com or something. Whatever
That's
it is.
pretty
I'll have the
cool.
links down in the description box. That's what I was trying to think of. Oh, as always, God bless. Take care, and catch you on the next Monday. Catch you on Flip Flop. Y'all have an awesome day, evening, depending on where you're at, and what time you're watching this. Say goodbye, folks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.